Hi everybody. So I'm here and at the time to do a late night tarot reading. There's Booger behind me. Booger. Booger. Hi kitty. And you girl. How is everyone tonight? Hello Mary. Let me just go ahead. Hello no nonsense fitness. Great play on the name. Everybody's been asking me to do a tarot reading on Miss Foodie. And I've been holding off with all the things going on with Foodie. I didn't want to do the reading upset or angry because that will affect the reading negatively. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Matthew. Sensational Cinema. You know, you got to get in the right frame of mind when you do a reading just to make sure it's fair. Hello, Miss Connie and Hope. I know you have, Tara. I know. I'm so sorry to be for so long. But you can't be angry and you can't be upset when you do tarot. Because then the cards are picking up your energy rather than what they want to tell you. Hi, Lynn. Christine. Well, thank you, Sean Nova, for gifting out the 5 subs. That's so awesome of you. Thank you so much. Lights and candles. I know it's apologies that it's kind of dark in here. We're going to fix that. I have to get some more lights, but it is late and my room is kind of dark. Booger, honey, that's not where you scratch. Hey, Grandpa Jim. So y'all ready for this reading, right? Hey, you. You need some calmness? Well, I'm going to be a bit harassed during this reading because it is almost 10 o'clock. And believe it or not, my cat determines when I go to bed. She likes for me to go to bed around 10 or 11. So she's going to be after me to get into bed. Booger tells me what to do. All of you pet owners, you know what I'm talking about. Your pets get used to a routine of going to bed, and if you're not in bed by a certain time, they get very upset. They do. They get very upset. Like, why aren't you in bed yet? That happened last night. I was up late, and she kept just after me. She's like, why aren't you in bed? I want to curl up on your chest. Who do you think you are staying up late? This is an outrage. I'm calling corporate. I'm 52 years old, and a 9-year-old cat tells me what to do. My life is sad. Greetings, Sigma. No, Brandy, you're not missing anything. I'm going to wait for just a couple more minutes to make sure everybody's in here because I want everybody to get caught up. So how is everyone? Like all the things that have been going on in the Foodieverse. What to say about Foodie? I know she always wants to speak to the manager. Any new tarot decks? No, I just use the same one all the time. I use my Rider-Waite deck. I am a good mama. And for those of you that watch Foodie, I know that everybody's been waiting for the knockout punch. We want to see something big and we want to see something severe. But sometimes when the good and the innocent are too close, karma will wait until they're out of the way before it really gets to work. So the only innocent and good around Foodie were her cats. Now they're out of harm's way. And all we have to do is sit back and with our popcorn and watch the fireworks. Yeah, exactly. BBJ's safe. Does she think FFG is scared of being sued? AMCM, that whole thing is so ridiculous. Sue her for what? She gave the cat away. And it can be, she provided the proof she gave the cat away by the videos that she made on her own channel. And she even posted updates saying she's in a safe home. Case closed. You know, like you film yourself giving your cat away. You post an update saying she's happy, she's healthy. What more is there to talk about? Seriously, like what? What is there to talk about? You're just mad because you didn't take the $3,000 and have her sign the NDA. That was your mistake. Oops. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Erie. How are you? Yep, the rehoming video is still up too. So it's like, even if she didn't have it up, the reaction channels are going to have copies of it. I'm sure Frenchie has a copy of it. What are you going to go after FFG for? For taking the cat and taking her to the vet? For taking care of your cat? And I don't look at what FFG as being cow tipping. It was more like rescuing things that were around the cow that were being affected by the cow. Even the Kiwi farmers who are all about no cow tipping, they support what FFG did. That should tell you how angry she's made a lot of people. When the Kiwi farmers are on the side of Frenchie, they're like, we understand what you did. We got no problem with it. Hey, high school skinny. Everything happens for a reason. Why is Salah hanging on? Money. Money. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind how it happened either, MCM. I don't mind how it happened. It needed to happen. Hello, Angela. Her health can't be good. Can I be honest with you? If Foodie wants to ruin her health or ruin her body, that doesn't bother me. Because as an adult, that's the choice that she's making for herself. But when it comes to the case of innocent animals who depend on us as their guardians, as their pet parents, they have no choice. The moment that we become their guardians, we make the choices for them. And if you're a neglectful person, that's disgusting. Like if you take on a pet, you are signing a silent contract of, I'm going to be here to protect you. I'm going to be here to take care of you. You can depend on me. You know, like you're around me and you're going to give me love and comfort. You're going to see me at my worst and you're not going to care. But in return, I'm going to provide all the things you need. And she didn't do that. Hello, Blondie. I think that of all the horrible things that she's done, I think the cats were her final test of her humanity. And to see if she could be humane, and she failed. And now what's coming up, it's going to be her punishment. And nobody has to lift a finger. Nobody has to do anything to Foodie. She's wrecking herself on her own. She is her own worst wrecking ball. Nobody has to do anything. Just let her do it herself. Nope, she's got nothing. I'm just making sure the cards are all stacked up. You know what Foodie reminds me of? She reminds me of a person who's been in a casino all night, sitting at a poker table, and they've gone full tilt. They've spent all their money except for that last little bit. And they're putting that last little bit they have on one single poker chip and one single number. Like they keep losing and they keep losing and they keep losing, but yet they just can't stop until they arrive at nothing. That's Foodie. She's gone full tilt. She's losing everything, but in her mind, she's justifying it because she's saying, I'll give everything up as long as I have Salah. Like, that's the only thing I want. So nothing else matters but him. And she's going to find out that what she valued most is worth nothing. So here's where all the cool kids are hanging out. Well, you're a cool kid too, so you fit right in, don't you, Fork? Hello, Enchanted Roses. You know what's funny? I've done a couple of readings before. I did this live like about a week or two ago, and the Justice card and the Judgment card kept coming up. All over the place. All over the place. Well, thank you again, Sean, for gifting out the subs. So nice. I'm just making sure the cards are all completely shuffled up before we begin. Sean O'Claws. That was good. That was real good. Booger. Hey, Booger. Petty Pumpkin. Here's my Petty Pumpkin girl. There's my kitty. Hey, Booger. I know. I know. There's my girl. Row, 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 row. She's a rascal. Booger. Oh, here we go. You Booger. Row. I'm not just an owner. I'm a part-time chew toy. Hey, DG. I swear, I'm not just an owner. I'm a part-time. Ow. Booger. Hey, Bugs. All right. She's cute. She's a little rascal. What? What? What you want? Okay. Back to the reading. In the words of Jim Morrison, is everybody in? Is everybody in? The movie's about to begin. All right. So we're going to do this. I'm going to do one on Foodie, one on Foodie and Salah. We're going to cover all of them. What? Can I help you? Do you need something? Do I need to call a manager? Why are you looking at me like that for? All right, so I'm going to focus. All right, we want to know about Miss Foodie. I was actually wanting to do this tarot reading a couple of days ago, but after what happened with FFG and revealing that she had BBJ, YouTube just went nuts. Everybody went live, and I'm like, I'll wait. I can wait. All right, so we're going to do this. Thank you, Papa Lives or Lives. I don't know. Is it Lives or Lives? All right. We are ready. Interesting. Let me put all the cards down. Actually, the first card, you know what? I'm going to do the first card. So what do we have here? The Eight of Wands. So you guys can see it. Foodie's trying to do too much. She is. She's trying to do too much. Like she just scatterbrained in her head. Trying to come up with ideas how to make money, and nothing that she's doing is bearing fruit. Well, she's just all up in the air. She's planting seeds, but it's not good seed. Let me see. I need another card. Yeah. Like she thinks she's got it on lock. She thinks she's going to be, this is what she wants to be. She thinks that what she has planned, she's going to make a lot of money. And she and Salah are going to be happy. And that's why she's willing to leave Canada and give up everything in Canada, because she thinks that her life is going to be so much better in Kuwait. She's going to have a lot more money. She's going to be without the cat. She's going to be without Pete. She won't have to take care of anything except him. She thinks that's going to give her a lot more money to play around with. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, no. Hold on, oh, there's that Judgment card again. That sucker just cannot stop. All right. So what do we got? So you guys just saw the first two cards. The Pentacle card. This was the card of conflict on top of them. So she's over there thinking, I'm going to go to Kuwait. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to make money. You know, like she's still, Foodie, she's still stuck in her head of, how can I say this? She used to make a lot of money on YouTube. And she thinks she can get back to that way again. Yeah, very fantasy way of thinking. She's been thinking that the cats and Pete's and having the villa, it's holding her back for making money. She thinks that by being free of those things, that she's going to make even more money in Kuwait with just worrying about Salah, being there with Salah. She's like, all this other stuff has been dead weight, so I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to be with Salah, and we're going to live simply, and the money will come. Thank you again, Sean. So there's the fantasy world, and then there's the reality world. The fantasy world is the world in her head where she's going to have the husband and make lots of money, and you know, like everything's going to be so great. But the reality is going to be this. There's fantasy, then there's reality. Oh, nice. Thank you, Fork. So here's the fantasy, and here's reality. She's just desperate to hang on to the fantasy of what her and Salah can be. So what else do we have here? We got this. We also have this. Yeah, that's her all right. Just the devil card opposite the fool card. That's her deluding herself. No, the devil card could be, it's not just a demon. Devil card could also represent addiction, temptation. It could represent obsessions, things that are not healthy for you. It could mean a variety of different things. So, like, she is just so into Salah. Again, she, you know, like, Foodie, she's got an addictive personality. And anything she likes eventually becomes an obsession, and it doesn't take that long. So, like, she's determined to hang on to Salah. Hey, Jennifer. She's determined to hang on to Salah no matter what the cost. But it's not just Salah. Hello, Irene. It's not just Salah. Believe it or not, that is not Salah. That's not Salah. That's her. Natter, Salah. She's going to try to hang on to both of them. She doesn't let go of men. She doesn't let go of them. She hangs on to them. Yeah. So you thought that was Salah. No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. She's not done with Natter. Yes, there are. So she's going to be like, she wants the benefit of both worlds. You know, like her way of thinking is like the guys are telling you right now, her way of thinking is if one man is good, then two is better. You know, she's got one guy that's young and he looks halfway decent and he's easy to control. Then she's got Natter because he's the bad boy and he's got the thrills and the party favors. She's not going to let go of either one of them. Oh, she was visiting Natter? Well, there you go. But you know what? Good catch, Gary. But you know what? I've seen a couple of pictures on Twitter where she was back to wearing her heart necklace. Who does she wear that for? Who does she wear that for? Yeah, we know who. So, you know, she's thinking, you know, I'm on YouTube and I'm making money and I can juggle both these men, keep them close to me. So look what we got here. Who is this? If she goes there, she's gonna keep Salah busy. He's gonna be busy fighting her battles. She's gonna put that man to work. Like he's gonna have such a heavy burden dealing with her. Like, you go out, get my food, do things for me. She's gonna be working him. Hey, Carolina. She was gone all day and night. Well, there you go. Okay, so there's 4 cards that are further away from her reading. Here's the first one. The High Priestess. Hey, Deb. Followed by my... Every time I do a reading on her now, there's a Judgment card. It's in there somewhere, and not because I make it be there, it just shows up. So the Judgment followed by the 3 of Wands. And the final card is this. Foodie, you go to Kuwait, you're going to wish you didn't. Because Salah's going to put you to work. I believe that Salah has been behind the scenes with Foodie, kind of urging her to do more, make more money. Hi, your son 8. Salah wants money. He wants a lot of money. And if she goes to Kuwait, he's going to have her exactly where he wants her. I mean, they're both going to have each other where they want each other. I mean, I can already hear Foodie in my head right now. Like, if she's going to get there and they're going to get into a fight, they're going to get into an argument, I can already hear her screaming. Look at everything I've done for you, and I put you on my YouTube channel, and I gave you a bunch of money, and I did all of this, and yeah, I can hear it. I can already hear it. But like, she's going to throw her temper tantrums, and then she's one of those that just try to win an argument rather than be in an argument and say I'm right or I'm wrong. She always wants to be right even when she's wrong. And to win the argument, if she's done anything for you, she's going to hit you over the head, figuratively speaking, saying, look at all that I've done for you. You owe me. She's going to guilt trip you. Hi, Knightley. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, she's one of those people that she doesn't do things out of true generosity. It's all about, I'm doing things for you so I can weaponize it later and make you feel like crap. Hey, Catherine. Hi, Hope. Yeah, it did. It did, AM. It was everywhere. Here's the interesting thing. One of the readings that I did off of YouTube, the Judgment card was right on top of her main card. And then the very next day was the bankruptcy hearing. And the bankruptcy hearing did not go in her favor. They said, no, we're not going to excuse your bankruptcy. Not going to happen. Absolutely not. You didn't miss much, Shan. You didn't miss much. Basically, the reading that I've done so far is that Foodie, if she goes to Kuwait, it's not going to be a good time. She's imagining it will be a good time. She is, how can I say this? Like she's given up everything around her just to hold on to Salah and Natter. It's not just Salah, it's Natter too. Just she wants to hang on to both of them. She's seeing both of them. You know, like having her. What just popped in my head is having your cake and eating it too. There you go. Having your cake and eating it too. And we know how she feels about cake. One slice ain't enough. Let's get the whole doggone thing at once. You know, she wants to be able to have the best of both worlds. You got this younger man who's good eye candy on camera, and then you got the other guy for the party favors and the wicked thrills, I guess you could say. That's putting it nicely. Yeah, she's a glutton. So, and that goes to every aspect of her life, gluttony. A little is never going to be enough. She always does too much. No, it's not. It's not. She's going to be miserable. She's going to have Salah behind her, urging her to do all kinds of different things to make money. And to keep him happy, she's going to do all kinds of different things, but there's not going to be much fruit that comes from all that. There's not going to be a good harvest. Hello, Outshine. Yeah, she's Chantal, so what? Chantal pay what she owes and be a responsible adult? That's just too logical and thinking. What are you thinking? She's not a logical person. Adulting who? Adulting what? We don't know her. She can't sit at our table. Her life is too chaotic. She made it that way. Exactly, Katrin. The fact that Salah was the one who alerted Chantal about BBJ means he was watching FFG. He wanted her to rage. He figured out the formula. Yeah, so Mr. Salah, you big weirdo, why were you watching FFG? You call her a bad person, but yet you're watching her? Stalker. Hey, Fit and Kirby, there's the baby. I know. What are you doing? You sleeping? What guy is on this, watching this 24/7? I can answer that question. Someone who's keeping an eye on his cash cow and figuring out the formulas that she can produce more milk. That's who. Someone who's got his eye on the money. And I've heard something. I heard something interesting, that if Salah gets between 10 to 20K in his bank account, he can sponsor himself and he can go travel. That's what I've heard. Hey, EP. Like if he gets a bunch of money in his bank account, he can just go do his own thing. So that might be his goal, to get what he wants and then, you know, walk the other way. Ogre. He's flagged by the Canadian government. She better be careful, or she might be too. When he's going to drop her. Not until he gets what he wants. Hello, Irene. Yeah, I believe she was targeted. But Chantal's an idiot because this is not the first time it's happened. I mean, look at Natter. You think she learned her lesson with Natter. She didn't. She's just that stupid. Hello, Jean. What does he want? He's looking for a come up, you know, like he's basically doing the same thing that Natter is doing, only he's a bit more polite about it on camera. You know, he wants things out of life, and rather than just work for himself and work it out, he's looking for the fast track. You're right, she is a walking mark. It's 15 degrees. Well, it's 24 degrees over here. And I was out in it earlier and it sucked. You know what, Fit and Curvy? Can I just give you my honest opinion about that, about him definitely scamming her? I think it goes both ways. Just like with the case of Natter, when Natter and Chantal got together, I think they were two grifters and two scammers, that they found each other and they both made the mistake of underestimating each other. Like he looked at her and said, she's just this really super morbidly obese, stupid woman who's thirsty for love. I can work her for all kinds of money. And she looked at him and thought, oh, he's just some stupid loser with no money. And they locked horns, and that was that. So they underestimated each other. They did. He didn't count on her to be as evil, crafty, manipulative as she is. And she never counted on him to have his own sense of free will and doing what he wants. They figured each other out, but neither one could figure out how to control each other. That's where all the drama came from. That's what they were trying to do, was control each other, and neither one figured out the formula of how to make that actually work. Hey, stop it. Don't do that. That's my screen. No, you're right. She does scam people. She should ask Dede what she did. Well, Dede didn't exactly win a prize either. Dede's a moron too. She is. Like, what did she win? A loser who lays up in her house, doesn't make money, up all night. Dede looks horrible. She looks so, goodness gracious. She looks so tired. What did she win? Are we sure she didn't lose? It looks like she lost. I think she lost. She thought she won, but she actually lost. Yeah, she looks bad, Christy. She looks real bad. A man came up in her house, took over her house. I mean, what did she win? I should do an ASMR channel. Well, thank you. I actually need to get like a better microphone. Mine kind of sucks. But I love ASMR stuff. Didn't she lose her job? Yeah, that happened too. He introduced her to substances. Well, isn't that something? Look what happened to Chantal. Isn't that something? What an interesting pattern between the two women. Two women, not related, didn't grow up knowing each other, both had jobs, both had money, met the same guy, and the same fate happened to both women. Their jobs were negatively affected, their health was negatively affected. They suffered the same fate. Only one ended up with the loser and one didn't. And the one who didn't is still obsessed with him. She also says she likes controlling, jealous men. Who, Dede or Foodie? Which one said that? Foodie. She's a control freak. She looks at men as a challenge. And if you tell her no, then she really wants you because you told her no. So if you say, no, I don't want you, she'll want you more. The more you push her away, the more she'll push back. Natter figured that out early on. That the more he told her no, the more he got from her. He even figured out how to use another woman to get more stuff out of her. Like, I'm going to bring Dede over and make her jealous. And she's going to be so desperate to get rid of Dede, she'll give me more stuff. He figured that out early. She manipulated him. He did it right back to her. She's also clingy and wants a clingy man, but a controlling one, also a jealous one. Yeah, she wants everything. You want a clingy man, but you want a controlling man. You want a man to control you and yet not control you. Huh? What man is this? You want things his way and your way too. She wants a controlling man. She wants to control men as well. Listen, you can't have bread and butter in the same package. You got to keep them separate for a reason. You know, butter in one package, bread in another package. You can't put both together. The butter will melt all over the bread. You want everything. I know. Mushy bread, not good. No good. No good. I know, greasy, mushy bread. Ew. Okay, we're too much babbling, not enough with the reading. I've been mixing up the cards. I just want to make sure the same cards don't pop up again. Y'all can keep talking. I'm just over here trying to make sure the cards are mixed up. She has not one redeeming factor. I don't know if you guys saw my react earlier. I posed a question to Foodie Beauty. I said, Foodie, name one person in your life that you've known that was made better for knowing you. Name one person, just one, that they can say, I met Chantal, I hung out with Chantal, and I was made a better person for knowing her. Just one person, one. Just one. Uber Eats service. I was talking about friendships and relationships, not people that give her food. Uber Eats. That was a good answer, though. That was a good answer. I'll give you that. But even the Uber Eats people probably don't like her because she was calling them so much. Can you imagine being an Uber Eats driver for Foodie? It'd be like, her again? Weren't we just here? Why couldn't she order 2 meals if that's what she wanted? We got to go right back to her address. Gas is expensive. She's making me waste my gas for what? I just delivered a nasty to her, and now she wants another one. That was half an hour ago. She's hungry again. Somebody just built a doggone Burger King next to her house already. And a Starbucks and get it over with. He's finished. Here's something that a lot of people aren't thinking about with Pete's. So her and Pete are supposed to be out of the villa by the end of the month. Is that true? Pete's name is on the lease. So when they move out, any damages that have to be done to that villa, he's going to have to pay for them because it's in his name. Repainting, tearing up all the carpet because the carpet's destroyed, repairing appliances, replacing appliances, repairing the kitchen tile that's broke, unplugging all the drains, all that. He's going to be financially obligated. So they're moving out. Pizza's going to be in Cornwall, I believe. She's going to be in Kuwait. If there are any damages, she's going to be in another country. Other the food rotted items. Plus, you got to figure in that they're probably going to leave furniture behind. It costs money to move that stuff out. They're going to have to clear out all that garbage. Bags on the balcony. Yep, that horrible bed. The fruit flies. They got to decontaminate that place from top to bottom. Bed bugs. She got a whole insect zoo in that house. Yeah, that place is destroyed. And if the place smells, they're going to have to find a way to get the smell out of there. No one's going to want to live there if it stinks. No one's going to want to live there if it smells bad. Cat pee is so hard to get out. Yeah, you got to rip up depending on how bad it is, you got to rip up the carpet. Then you got to rip up the padding underneath. And if it's really bad, I mean, you got to replace the floor. It depends on what the floor is. Is it wood? Is it cement? If it's wood, the wood's damaged, you got to rip up that wood, don't you? Baseboards. Oof. Oof. Right. Anything porous will need to be replaced. Another thing, since she was into party favors, that gets into the paint. Depending on what it is, they're going to have to do a special treatment on the inside to get that out of the paint. Yeah, that's another thing. Nope, that won't cover it all. Not even by half. Right, gut the place. Just gut it. Gut it. All right, let me focus on this reading because I want to know about Salah and Foodie, their relationship. Like, how is that going to happen? Oh, okay. Interesting. First card down. She's going to Kuwait, but she's going with a whole lot of baggage. She's not going to be going there under the best circumstances. She's going to Kuwait to escape her problems. It is terrible. This is not a happy card. This is not a happy card. This is somebody traveling with a whole lot of burdens. You know, there's a whole lot of things going on around her. She should pick up a sword and fight, but she's not fighting. She's just throwing her sword away and saying, I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to run. I'm just going to run. She's running. And she thinks that by running to Kuwait, she's escaping her problems and all the conflict and all that and the addictions. But really, she's just going to put herself in a tighter cage. You know, because the swords are surrounding her. Almost like a prison. You know, like the word that comes to mind is restriction. She thinks that she's going to go there and feel free. It's just going to feel more restrictive. Like all the swords are surrounding her. And what do those swords look like? A jail cell. You know, she's really thinking I could just lock myself in a little box with this guy and be with just him and think of just him, and it's going to be so good. That fantasy is not going to last for long. It's not going to last for long. You know, she's been doing a lot of messages are coming through right now. She's so desperate to have Salah that ever since she met him, she's been doing those mental gymnastics and just talking herself into this thing. Talking herself into the idea of being happy with him, and I can do this, I can move over there, I can be with him and be happy. She just keeps mentally convincing herself that she can be a different person and be what he needs and be happy with him. Yep, there we go. And she thinks it's going to be this. She thinks it's going to be this. Living in her fantasy world. And she's going to have a very brief period where she thinks, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. But she's not really happy. It's just that how can I describe it? She's one of those people that she's chasing the new car smell. You ever sat in a new car? It has that new car smell, doesn't it? A car that's never been driven, never gone anywhere. It has that new car smell. You can smell the plastic. Everything just smells brand new. She is infatuated with the new car smell. Like it's brand new and this is exciting. She's a thrill seeker. She's seeking out the new car smell. Hello, Lynn. But once the new car smell fades off, she loses interest. Does that make sense to y'all? You know, she's all about chasing what's new, what's exciting, and this is different. But after a while, the different new thing isn't new and different anymore. It's the same. Ooh. More confirmation that she's going to be juggling Natter and Salah. Money in 2 different places. Like I'm feeling like there's, she's going to want to keep both men. She's going to want to keep both of them going. And there's going to be a conflict of interest. They're both going to be saying to her, I can already hear Salah. Like, I'm with you. You're in Kuwait with me. Why are you giving money to him? There's going to be a tug of war. And Foodie likes the tug of war thing. She likes men fighting over her, but this is going to be different. Because before, it was like she was living in the villa, and she still had the villa. She had her home, and she could watch the fighting from a distance. This time it's going to be different because she's going to be in Kuwait living with one of those men. And the other guy is going to be across the ocean. So the one who's in the house is going to be like, listen, we're supposed to be together. Why are you giving money that should be given to me to him? Why is this happening? He's not going to be happy because he's going to want it all. He's going to be like, this is mine. You're here with me. I'm putting up with you. Why are you giving money to him? It's going to be a fight. He's going to find out about Natter. He's not going to be happy. Oh. Oh my. Oof. Hold on. I'll shut up until I'm done putting the cards down. Oh. Oh. Well, that's my reading for the night. I'll see y'all later. I guess that's it. The Tower card. The Tower card is a bad, bad, bad card. Bad. It means destruction. It means things falling apart. Oh, it gets worse. Look what's next to it. Look what's next to it. So what does that mean? Like, what do these cards mean? For those of you who don't do tarot, what do they mean? What am I picking up off of them? The reading that I'm doing right now, I'm just getting a sense that Foodie, like, she's going to be like, this is going to be like a 3-way triangle of, she's still wrapped around Natter. She is still wrapped around Natter. She's drawn to Natter, and she can't let go of him. But at the same time, she wants Salah. She really thinks that she can hang on to both. And there's going to be a lot of a push-pull, a lot of tug-of-war action going on and fighting. And why are you talking to him? And why are you hanging on to him? And why are you giving him money? I'm here. He's not. Oh, yeah, it's going to... she's going to be like, I want... It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. Like, she's so arrogant. She thinks, I'm making enough money. I can support both these men. I can make them both happy. She's going to be sending money to Salah on the quiet. To Natter on the quiet. I mean, I'm getting messages that she's going to be making money from YouTube, and she's going to be sending money to Natter without him knowing. She's still going to be supporting Natter, and he's not going to know for a while, but at some point, he is going to know. And when she gets to Kuwait, I'm getting more messages. She's going to get to Kuwait because she has talked herself into a corner. And Foodie, she never admits when she's wrong, because the most important thing to her is to spite people, to make it seem like she made the right decision. Like, I'm doing this and I'm not wrong and I didn't make a mistake. So even if it's agonizing to her, she will put on appearances that she made the right decision and she doesn't regret it when she does. Like, she will go through the motions just to flip the middle finger at people. Like, she's going to be with Salah because she wants to be with that eye candy. But her heart is going to be back in Canada with Natter. Does that make sense? Like she's going to know, like, I want to be back with him. I was happier with him. I could be more myself with him. Yes, the kitty. But she'll never come out to all of us and say, I was wrong. You guys were right. I shouldn't be with Salah. This whole thing is stupid, because she doesn't want mud on her face. She doesn't want mud on her face. She will die on the hill with her false truth before she admits that she was wrong. Right, shenanigans. I mean, she can be more her true self with Natter than she can with Salah, but she wants that eye candy, so she'll do whatever it takes to hold on to both for as long as she can. Ah, goodness gracious. And she's going to be like working like nobody's business. She's going to have to keep both men happy. Like, Salah's going to be over there saying, do TikTok, do YouTube. He's going to have her work. He's going to be working her. Like, sitting down with her and saying, do this, 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 and this, and this to make money. Hi, Hermit. Like, he's just going to be like, try all these different things, do all these different things, see if we can get more irons in the fire. He's not going to be about, I'm going to do things to help. No, he's going to be putting her to work. And I think that was part of the agreement. Like, if she goes to be with him, no, wait. Like, in the beginning, she was giving him money. I think they reached an agreement where if she moved over there, like, for real, because in the beginning it was just an arrangement, it was just role play. But she got attached. So I think he hit her up with the deal of, if you want me for real, bring the money. You better bring the money or I'm gone. So she's got to up her game to keep him happy. Ah, the Ace of Cups. Hermit the Frog. I like the picture. It looks familiar. The Ace of Cups. The Page of Cups. Yeah, he's looking to make lots of money. Like, Salah thinks that by having her over there that there's going to be more money for him. He's looking to have a lot of money in his bank account. He wants to be a kept man. Salah wants to be a kept man. He's like, I'm young and I'm fairly good looking, and here's this chick, she's going to be into me. He wants to be a kept man. He really doesn't want to work. He wants her to work for him. Right. What is it about you and man children, Foodie? You seem to attract a lot of them. What the heck? This was the last card. So in this reading for Foodie and for Salah, we got the Tower. We got the pierced heart with the swords. We got the Devil card. Girl, what? I'm going to have such a good time in Kuwait. What? No, you're not. But hey, don't let me stop you. I'm here for the fireworks. I'm just sitting on the lawn watching the fireworks go off. Don't mind me. I'm over here eating my sandwich. Don't mind me. I'm not here to stop you. I'm here to laugh at you. So feel free to be a fool. Entertain me. Foodie said, this is our entertainment. Well, entertain me. I'm here to be entertained. Now it's time for Mr. Salah. Yeah, it has been a long time coming. She's your soap opera. Can I say something about this soap opera? Hey, Tammy. You know what, Foodie? You talk about fake outrage. And you're mad right now because people are outraged about BBJ and Sam. Because let's not forget about Sam. He was one of her pets too. Sam, when he was rehomed, his fur was so bad that the new owner had to shave him because the dander and the mats were so bad. And then BBJ, we know about her nails, don't we? And let me tell you something, Foodie. For well over a year, people were worried about your cats. Everybody else was more worried about the cats than you ever were. And that outrage was not fake. We had a right to be concerned. You very willingly and eagerly exploited your own pets to the umpteenth degree, but you did not take care of them. How many of us worried about the cats because we never saw them get fed properly? We heard about the cat litter that never got changed for 3 months. The situation with the nails, the lack of vet visits, we were worried. All of us. That wasn't fake. And you took us on that roller coaster ride for over a year. A lot of people tuned in just for BBJ and Sam, not for you. And you knew that. You purposely brought your cats on camera to connect with all the pet parents in the audience and the people who loved animals. You knew what you were doing. You knew how manipulative you were being. And you purposely kept people concerned so they would tune in the next time. Well, you can't do that crap anymore. Can't do that. And you know what I found out, y'all? Y'all want to know what I found out tonight? I was curious. I was very curious. How much does it cost to take a cat to the vet to get the nails trimmed? You know how much it costs at the vet? $15. The average cost is between $10 and $15. So for the price of one of her Starbucks drinks, she could have gotten BBJ's nails trimmed. That's it. That's all it is, Meg. You can go look it up yourself, ma'am. I was curious. I've never had to get Booger's nails trimmed like that. She's always using the carpet and stuff to sharpen her nails. No, it's not 50. And some people clip the nails at home. Good point, Meg. $10 to $15. That's it. Her Starbucks drink, just one of them cost $10. And she couldn't be bothered to get the nails trimmed. And one of her viewers, Vegan for Life, gave her $400 for a vet visit. And poor BBJ was in pain for what? Because somebody didn't want to pay $10 to get the nails trimmed every so often. About $10, $20 depending on the vet clinic. Okay. Foodie's got that kind of money. $20 is nothing to her. She'll drop that instantly for a nashi and a drink. Like $20 is just pocket change to her. But imagine that, because she didn't want to spend $20 or $10 or $15 on getting the nails trimmed. What happened to BBJ happened. That could have been so easily and cheaply prevented. Actually, Jamie, a wheelchair, her party favor, those things I found out they cost between $75 and $150 just for one. They're not cheap. So getting the nails clipped would be a lot cheaper. Oh, you didn't know that? Wheelchairs are not, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. Wheelchair edibles are not cheap because they're like 1,000 milligrams of happy feelings. They're not cheap. $75 to $150 per wheelchair. You know what, Tammy? She is a good girl. And was anybody shocked by how much lighter BBJ looked in pictures? Meaning, in the times that I've seen her on video with Chantal, to me, she looked like a gunmetal gray. But in the pictures that Frenchie took, she's like a chocolate brown. I was like, my God, she changed color. Her coat looks different. I was like, did something happen in my eyes? She changed colors. The greatest hair fibers. Oh. No, not the hair fibers. Not the hair fibers. So that's where all the hair went. Well, the HelloFresh UHNs was probably $100 a week. You know, that always burned my butt. She had HelloFresh delivered to her house, I don't know how many times per month. And that's very expensive. And she never ate the food, so the food was wasted. She could have canceled that, gone to Amazon, and set it up to where canned cat food, dry cat food was delivered once or twice a month, depending on how much she needed it. And it would have been a lot cheaper. Yeah, they look delicious. What a shame to waste food like that. She never canceled HelloFresh. She let it rot. She buys a few cans at a time. That makes me so angry. Listen, you got 2 cats in the house. 2. Not just 1, 2. Why buy just a few cans? That's maybe a day's worth of food. Why not buy a whole case of food? It's not that expensive. You can go to the dollar store and get canned cat food for cheap. You can get cans of tuna for cheap. $1 a can. You know, if you run out of canned cat food, there's tuna, there's sardines, there's something. You can cook chicken. You can cook something up for the babies. They don't have to go hungry. You can find an alternative. She was not giving BBJ the gifted food, just the stew. You know, if YouTube did not have rules pertaining to monetization, I'd be using so many curse words right now. YouTube over there acting like Big Brother, saying that we can't curse. You can't curse. If you curse within 15 seconds, we're going to demonetize your video. Don't tell me what to say. Rude. I'm an adult. This ain't grade school. Thank you, Shazzy. Go ahead, curse for me. They can't hear you. They can't hear you. I'm disgusted by the two morons allowing BBJ to starve for 2 days while Chins was at her mom's. You know what, Meg? Listen, I got to say something about Mr. Pete's. Can we talk about Mr. Pete's for a minute? I'm aware that Foodie is the owner, and it is her responsibility to take care of her pets. But even if you're the roommate, even if you are not the official owner of an animal, you can still be humane and show humanity towards an animal that you don't own. You can be living in the same house as somebody, and if an animal's hungry, you can feed them. Nothing is stopping you. I live in a situation where I have a roommate. I have my booger cat. He's got 2 female cats. I get up every morning and I feed them after he goes to work. I'll feed him. I got no problem with that. And he's also got fish. I feed the fish. I like to feed the fish. He's got a couple of Oscars in a tank, and they're very spunky. They try to bite my fingers off. They're funny. But you know, like it's just the right thing to do. You know, like is it really going to hurt you to put down a couple of cans of food? Is it going to hurt you to clean out a litter box? Just do it because it's the right thing to do, not because you're the owner or not the owner. It's just the right thing to do. Hi, different sage. They are feisty. But he's got little Oscar fish. They're like that big, and they'll try to jump out of the water and grab my finger. It's like, I know I feed you enough. You cut that out. If you bite off my fingers, how can I feed you again? You're not being smart about this. You know, long-term management. Think about it. Think it over. Do you want to take my finger? Do you want to take my finger? I got to use that finger to open the can of fish food. You sure you want to take it off? Take your time. Think about it. Pete knows he was wrong. He'll never admit it. No. But Pete sat there for 2 days with, he didn't know where the food was, or there was no food. Didn't say a word. When he knows that he can get on YouTube and say to people, look, Chantal didn't leave any food, or I can't find it. Can somebody please help me out? Somebody in the audience would have sent him money to go walk to the convenience store to get at least a few cans of tuna. All he had to do was open his mouth. He waited 2 days to say something. Why are you waiting 2 days? You have no problem getting on YouTube and milking people for money. You have no problem getting on camera and saying, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do with myself. I guess I got to go live in a room by myself. You have no problem trying to guilt trip people to give you rent money for the new place you're going to have. But you got a problem with coming on YouTube and saying, hey, there's no cat food here. Can somebody please help me? You can't do that, Pete. You'll get on camera. See, I used to feel sorry for Pete. I used to feel sorry for him. And then he started to show more of his true self. And I started to recognize that he learned too much from Foodie. He learned too much from her. He knows how to manipulate people. And coming on camera and making people feel sorry for him. Knowing that he can get away with raging on camera and people will watch. He learned all of that from Foodie, just like Natter learned a bunch of stuff from Foodie. How to get on camera and don't immediately start cooking. Just sit there and screw off for about an hour. Take 3 hours to cook a pizza. He learned that from Foodie. Just run up the meter. He learned that from her. Yeah, he blew it. He blew it. He absolutely blew it. I think they'll both just abandon the villa. He hasn't even taken down pictures from his walls yet. Now, I think he's still in denial that this whole free ride with Foodie is coming to a close. And he's still like just hanging on as long as he can. When do they have to be out? I believe, Meg, it's the end of the month sometime. You know what, Matthew? I've been saying that. He has something of value. He has information about Chantal. If he would just sit down with a soda and just say, you know what? I'm going to let it all out. Hello. Hi. She's climbing in the closet. Just sit down and just spill all the tea, man. Do a whole series of videos and release them all at once. He would make enough money to set himself up for 6 months. He's got 17 years worth of dirt on her. With the amount of stuff that he knows, he could expose her all the way through and be doing well for quite a while. He won't do it, though. You want to know why? Because he's still loyal to her. I think there's a part in him that he's still thinking that there's a chance with her, and he doesn't want to screw that up. Like, he still loves her. And he's still hanging on to the hope that she'll come back to him. She's done with you, Pete. There's nothing more for you to give her, Pete, and there's nothing more for her to take from you. You have no good credit anymore. You don't have a job. You don't have money. She broke you down mentally and emotionally. You are not a challenge anymore. You are a doormat to her. She's bored with you. She's moving on to anything else that's a challenge. She's a real thrill seeker. She ain't coming back. The neighbors are going to party when they leave. They're going to grab the Febreze. The stench is coming out of that place. Somebody get the air freshener. Somebody grab the bleach. All right, let's do one on Mr. Salah. Napalm. Burn it with fire. That's the only way to clean the air. You just burn it with fire. What is this? What are y'all freaking out about California milk? What? I missed something. What are y'all freaking out about? I'm talking and doing a reading over here, and I'm missing all the good jokes. What are you doing there? What are you doing? What shenanigans are going on in my chat? What are you troublemakers up to? You're getting in trouble. California milk. Sir, it is late. I have to go to bed soon. What are you doing? I'm going to have that picture in my head when I go to bed. You want me to have nightmares? I thought you liked me. I thought that's why you came in here to talk to me. But no, you're going to walk up in here and give me a bunch of nightmares. Rude. To the corner with you. To the corner with you. I don't, look. What did I do to you? Have I done something? Is it not enough that I'm a reactor to Chantal? I've been watching her for about a year, and I've seen every part of her body that there is, and I didn't actually want to see it. I've seen everything, and I didn't ask to see it. I didn't want to see it. It was just there on the screen. I had to see that for a year. And then you're going to say that to me too. I had to listen to her talk about all the gross stuff she's done. Y'all are brutal in here. It's a brutal crowd tonight. Brutal. The hot sauce. You know, the hot sauce situation, I don't want to know. I really, really, really don't want to know. I thought hot sauce was for tacos. I didn't. Don't inform me. Look, all I heard was hot sauce, and I'm like, what? What? Hot sauce where? Excuse me? I almost want to ask what brand, but then again, I don't want to know. Oh my God, wait. Wait. She's got that bottle of sriracha sauce. I'm done. I'm done. Is that what that's for? Next. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That just, no. No. No, that bottle of sriracha sauce. No. I was like, did she actually like that stuff? Oh my God. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm, you know what? I'm laughing. I'm laughing in my head because I'm getting a mental picture of how some people, their bedrooms, they might have a bottle of lube on the nightstand. I guess in Chantal's bedroom, it's a bottle of sriracha sauce. The girl is on fire. No, no, no. Oh no. It makes you wonder about those bottles of ketchup in her other bedroom. Sorry. I can't. Oh God. Spicy bread. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. You have to admit it was funny. I'm funny once in a while. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, you guys brought this crap up. I was just continuing the conversation. That's my job. I'm like the content creator. I got to make it entertaining for y'all. Sometimes we get gross. Although I do have a message for Mr. Salah. Salah, look, Mike's insanity sauce. That's all I'm going to say. Just, you know, just for the record, Mike's insanity sauce. Try it. She'll leave you alone for a month if you do. I promise. That feeling of burning desire she gets, it won't last long. Yeah. That machine will be out of order for at least a month. You won't have to pretend to have a headache or to be sick to get out of doing stuff. I'm just letting you know. I'm just trying to be helpful. Dave's insanity sauce. And it lasts a while too. Babe. Chantal before Dave's insanity sauce. Babe. Chantal after Dave's insanity sauce. Babe. Oh, funny. Okay, we're almost done shuffling. See what happens when you get me talking and I pay attention to the chat? You sick people. Stop, Fit and Curvy. Oh, okay, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. If I'm bad from this point forward, I'm just going to point at shenanigans and say it's her fault. Hi, Gary. Hey, Gary, great stream tonight. Gary Unfiltered is here. We are. Like, you missed it, Gary. We were just, listen, I can't be blamed, Gary. They did it. I was just following their lead. They brought up the whole hot sauce thing, and I'm just like, and we just ran with it. Nope, I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. Nope, no, no. Bad, Rose, bad. You better say it. I can't. Okay, 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 okay. I just kept thinking that, you go to the drugstore and they have that warming liquid for intimate occasions. Well, Foodie has her hot sauce. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's just I don't know why I thought that way. Hot sauce from the table to the bed. Dual purpose. All right, we're done shuffling. Doggone it. All right, we're stopping. We're stopping. I'm sorry. I'm not. Look, I'm part of the unfiltered squad. What do you want from me? I blame the unfiltered squad. They did it to me. I just want a bees. Thank you, Sean. No, not. I just want to burn. I'm done. Booger. Hey, say hi, everybody, Booger. Hi, honey. Okay, we're really gonna shuffle. Y'all, like, you're getting me all flustered over here. The footy growing in me is having too much fun. I can't focus. Booger. Saucy. What am I gonna do with y'all? Hey, Bunny Angel. No, we're not talking about OnlyFans. Okay, for those that are just walking and you're wondering, what in the heck are they laughing about? Somebody in the chat brought up the fact that, like, there was talk about Salah had to use hot sauce with Foodie, I guess, to make her feel something. And then I remembered that she had that big bottle of sriracha sauce. And she's very fond of sriracha sauce. Very fond. And it just got me thinking why she's fond of sriracha sauce. You just have to wonder. You just have to wonder. Okay, enough screwing off. Nightly, listen, we got to talk about this problem of yours. Nightly, like really? Really? That was good, but still, really? Yes, we're going to see the cards in a minute. All right, we're doing this thing. Shh. Shh. I said shh. Ooh. Uh-huh. Now, does anybody have any doubt that he's over there like he wants all the money? He wants to control all the money? That this man is not about money? He is. He wants to do well for himself, but he wants to be, I'm the king of the world. He wants to get up the ladder as quickly as possible. Oh, wow. Three of Swords. I hope you enjoy Stardew Valley nightly. I was actually going to do a Stardew Valley video tonight, but I'm like, screw it. I'm doing a tarot reading instead. So let's review. You got this card, which is the Four of Pentacles. So he's literally got money on his mind. And Foodie is the money, and he's holding on to the money, his source of money. And he's going to put his foot on her. Control. So, hello, Whiplash. So, money on his mind, always thinking about money, getting more money. And my cat's got the zoomies. Holding on to the money. Like, all the money is mine. This whole thing with her letting go of everything, he's okay with that. Because it's more control for him. And then stepping on her control. He wants it all. Like, he wants everything. Booger. Oh, you got your little mouse? Good girl. And you got Three of Swords on top of them. So, like, he's got some big dreams. He's got some big aspirations, but going through Foodie, it's going to be a lot of headache. Him wanting to get up the ladder the way he is, it's not going to come without luggage, without baggage. She's going to be a lot to handle. It's going to stress him out. It's literally going to make him sick. And he will fall. Like he's thinking he can just ride this out and he'll get what he wants. All he has to do is just hang in there. But the mess that she brings, the hassle that she is too much. It's going to be too much for him. It's not easy money. You're right, Kara. So on Foodie's side, if y'all remember the reading, I said that Foodie, she's thinking that this trip to Kuwait, it's going to be just a walk through paradise. It's not. She's not going to be happy. And I'm getting some feelings right now that she's going to be going to Kuwait. She still has feelings for Natter. Once she gets to Kuwait, she's going to be feeling that regret of, what did I just do? Holding on to Natter like a fail-safe, because she doesn't know how to be alone. So she's going to want to hang on to Natter like a safety blanket, just in case things between her and Salah don't work out. So she's going to be giving Natter money, still supporting him, just so he doesn't completely leave her behind. You know, she's going to keep that tether on him, on both of them. Ooh, hi. That again? That card again? Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Y'all saw I shuffled up the cards. I sat there for a good while, shuffled them up. Y'all were like, you're shuffling, you're over shuffling, and it's still. Look at this one. What? I didn't say anything. You can go back to playing. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt? Go get Mouse. She just looked at me like, am I in trouble? No, you're not in trouble. You're okay. You're doing the zoomies. Okay. Booger. That's my baby girl. Hi. All right, so this is interesting. Put these cards over here. So here's the conflict card that was this way, the Page of Pentacles. So you've got Salah's card, which is him like, I'm on top of the world. I got this chick. I'm going to have her make money for me. She's going to support me, and I'm going to get all of her money. And then you have this card. This is actually Natter. Natter's going to be saying, I want that money. Tug of war again. He's going to be in Chantal's ear, talking to her. She's going to be calling Natter, because she's not going to be happy after a while. She's going to be telling him that. Natter on his side is going to be saying, you're not happy, come back to Canada. He's going to say what he needs to say to keep her sending money to him. He's going to be the sympathetic ear. Yeah, she's got the zoomies. What? You want Mouse? Go get Mouse. Booger's got the zoomies. So Natter's going to do and say what he needs to do to keep his cash cow from wandering too far out of the pasture. You know, Foodie cannot keep things to herself. She's going to be alone in Kuwait, and she's going to need someone to talk to. She's going to miss Natter. So they're going to be in communication. And Salah's not going to know for a while, but then once he finds out, it's going to be a war. And Foodie's going to enjoy it because she likes it when men fight over her. Problem is, they are fighting over her in a way, just not her. They're fighting over her money. Neither one of them care about her. They care about being attached to her because they get the financial benefit. But they're basically going to be warring about that. So like Salah's got, like there's so much that he wants to do. And dealing with Foodie like that, it's like opening Pandora's box. There might be some good things inside of it. There might be some bad things, mostly bad things. And the few good things that he's getting out of Foodie, there's a whole lot of bad that's going to come with that. He has no idea how much. She's bringing a whole lot of baggage and a whole lot of bad energy with her. No, I'm not a psychic. I'm just someone, I do the cards, and I'm sensitive to certain things, sensitive to energy. I wouldn't consider myself a psychic. Let's see. Yeah, that could be the next arc for all we know. But Foodie's all about, she's very much like Natter. I mean, those two are so much alike, it's ridiculous. Natter, he positioned himself between Dede and Chantal. He did it because either way, he's got somebody supporting him. Chantal, because she's got Natter on one side and Salah on the other, either way, she's got a man by her side. So in a way, she wins because she's not going to be alone. She gets the bonus of watching guys fight over her, and that makes her feel good about herself. But she's not going to end up alone. Somebody is going to win. Thank you, Gary, for being a member. Appreciate it, sir. Rip your doggo? What dog? Whose dog? What? I'm so confused. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Crimson. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Crimson? Can we please get some hearts in the chat for Crimson? Don't run over me. I'm sorry for your loss, Crimson. I'd like to say something to you, Crimson. I'm sure that you were the best pet parent, and you probably gave it some of the happiest days it's ever known. And that's all we can do as pet parents. I'm sure even on his last day, he remembered how good of a pet parent you were. And the pet passed feeling loved and happy. They give us love, we give love back. No, you're not taking off the topic, please. It's all right. Don't feel bad at all. It's all good. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to keep my cat from running over me because she seems to think there's NASCAR in this bedroom. That there's some invisible racetrack that I'm not aware of that got laid down within the past 5 minutes, and she's running around like she's got a race car of some sort. I'm actually looking for the helmet she's supposed to be wearing. Anyway, back to the reading. So, my heart goes out to you, Crimson. Let's see, the King of Swords, the King of Wands. Yeah, like I'm seeing a clash. I'm seeing a clash of like Natter and Salah. Like they're gonna lock horns. And Chantal's gonna be in the middle. And like she's so selfish. She's like, I want both. I want both. I gotta hold on to both. I can do this. I can support both men. I can keep them both, you know, on a string. And she'll get away with it for a while. But then it's gonna get found out. You know, she's looking at this whole thing with Salah as a failsafe, that if she goes to Kuwait and she's not happy there, she could always go back to Natter. So she doesn't want to let go of Natter. Natter and Salah have a butted heads already. Well, the first time she went over to Kuwait, it was like a test run. And I think the whole trip to Kuwait, in my opinion, that was just role play. Like some sort of role play fantasy that she was living out. And then she got attached, and then they came up with this whole let's get serious deal. Now she wants to make the fantasy into a reality. So, last card. I'm seeing too much of this card. Hello, Judgment, my old friend. I get to see you again. How many readings am I going to see this card? Judgment, judgment everywhere. You get a judgment, and you get a judgment, and you get a judgment. Just everywhere. I know, like judgment everywhere. But I'm not surprised. I mean, just I think that everything's coming to a head. Because as I said in my React video today, you can get away with some things sometimes, but not everything all of the time. You know, you can't get away with everything all of the time. And whatever her spiritual guides and guardians are, they're ticked off. They've been giving her a little slack, but whatever happened, they were just like, we've had enough. She needs to learn. And I honestly feel that this is just my feeling that the cats were the final test. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. The cats were the test of her humanity. If there was any shred of good in her. And when she did not show humanity, everything just started happening. You ran out of gas. Do I paint? I'm into photography. Minecraft, very nice. Watch out for the creepers. And the spiders and the skeletons. See, I played Minecraft too. Must resist pain. She's very soft. She's very fluffy. By the way, since a little bit off topic, since you are a fan of Minecraft, did you know that on YouTube there are videos with like Minecraft music? So if you feel like listening to the soundtracks of Minecraft, you can go on YouTube and listen to it without playing the game. Ooh. Some people have even put together the Minecraft music with basically ambiance of the game. And some of them will make, you know, different things with it, like adding rain and whatnot. They're very relaxing. Hello, Elizabeth. So we did a reading on Foodie. We did one on Salah. We did one on Foodie and Salah. Am I leaving anybody out? You have to get going? Okay, thank you so much for being here, Shan. I appreciate it. Pete. But I'll do a reading on him. I'll do a reading on Pete's. I'm not a big Pete's fan. But I'll do a reading on Pete's. I don't have to be a fan of his to do a reading on him. What? You don't like Minecraft? Well, when was the last time you played Minecraft? Maybe the game has improved a lot. They've changed the game a lot and added a lot of different things. It's actually better now than what it was when they first made it. So it's changed a lot, 5. It's changed a lot. They've added so many different things in Minecraft. And you know what? Believe it or not, there are mods that you can use with Minecraft to change the appearance of the game to make it look more realistic. I've seen some really pretty mods. Same thing with Stardew. There's a bunch of mods for Stardew. You can actually expand the game, adding all kinds of different NPCs and areas. What? Mods are not cheating. They just expand the game. You're not cheating. You're just making the game more interesting. Happen to him next. I'll look into it. Look. The sun and moon aesthetic. See, I'm all about the aesthetic thing too. I love that. It's for the aesthetic, darling. Vaporwave. Oops. Stay there. Vaporwave. It's all in your head. For the aesthetic. Sorry, I'm a weird one. I get into some different stuff, not dirty stuff, just vaporwave. Love vaporwave. Love vaporwave music. I'm different. What? Moody teenager in the 80s. Precisely. Listen, I grew up in the 80s. I was born in the early 70s. I was a teenager in the 80s. So that I grew up in that era. Those were good times. Those are really good times. So I love vaporwave for that reason. Like I'm 52. The 80s were a lot of fun. I remember back in the day in the 80s, I remember people wearing neon color clothes, all the different colors all at the same time, and jelly shoes, and the big white Wham t-shirts that said choose life, and colored stuff all in your hair, and big plastic earrings. And that's when MTV first started. Yeah, it was fun. Everybody was into Duran Duran, crimped hair, permed hair sprayed up to here. Yep, grew up in all of that. It was fun. Like the shopping mall was the place to be. That was like the hangout. Go to the shopping mall. When you were young, go to the shopping mall. Hang out at the food court, go to the arcade. New Kids on the Block. Oh, oh, oh. Roller rings, backward skate, couple skate. Madonna had a normal looking face. I saw a picture of Madonna lately and I'm like, who is that? Is that her? It don't even look like her. I seriously did not know it was Madonna. Like, who is this woman? What happened? Motley Crue, Metallica. I'll be the first to tell you, when I was growing up, I had the biggest crush on Vince Neil. No shade. I did. I was crushing over Vince Neil and Nikki Sixx. Yeah, I did that. I did that. What? Nikki Sixx is hot. Sorry, he is. Was. Whatever. He had pretty eyes. Don't judge me. Listen, I grew up in the 80s. A lot of guys had long hair, so that's, hey, why not? Poison, yeah. Yeah. Big fan of them too. Had a crush on Bret Michaels. Sorry. Not sorry. What? I will not apologize for the era that I grew up in. Yeah, it's about Motley Crue. Let's see, I grew up listening to Motley Crue, Skid Row, Metallica, like all the 70s classic rock, all the glam metal bands, glam rock bands. Look, I remember when MTV started and they played metal videos all day long, and it was fantastic. And then for whatever reason, they decided to change the format, and then it was Headbangers Ball, like every Friday or Saturday night at midnight, and everybody watched Headbangers Ball. It was a thing. GNR, yes, Guns N' Roses. I had a crush on Slash. Don't judge me. Lincoln Park and the Cranberries. Nice. So we're doing the reading on Pete's, are we? We're doing the reading on Pete's. You hope? You don't have to hope. I'm going to do it. Soul music. Shaka Khan. She was so beautiful. Shaka Khan's so beautiful. She's got a fantastic voice. Rotary phones. I remember those. Rotary phones. And hey, let's really go all the way back. Remember when beepers were the thing? And you thought you were so cool carrying a beeper? And you could spell words on that sucker using numbers? Like you thought you were just the thing carrying around your beeper? Yeah. Beeper, pager, same thing. Hey man, I gotta call my beeper, man. I gotta go, man. Those were the days. I sound like an old fart talking like this. Gotta go to payphone. You know, I'm so old. I remember back in the day that we didn't have CDs. We had tape cassettes. And if you knew how to take a pencil or a pen and fix a cassette that had the tape rolled out of it, yeah, you're old too. If you ever put a cassette in a boombox and for some reason the cassette tape came out and rolled out using a pencil or a pen to put it back, doing that MacGyver stuff with that pencil. And if you want to make your own party mix, recording directly off the radio using your boombox, just hitting record. You thought you were just like so cool doing that. I'm going to record off the radio, man. I'm not paying for no record. I'm going to get a blank cassette and put it in there and record off the radio. Before there was LimeWire, there was the boombox and empty cassette tapes. That was our version of LimeWire. And you thought you sounded good until that thing started skipping. Then you get mad. You make the best mix ever, and then the tape would get all messed up. And you're like, doggone it, I can't make another one. You miss LimeWire? I know about LimeWire. All right, back to Pete's. Mr. Pete's. Pete's of no mind. Yahoo chat rooms. Oh no. Now I really feel old. AOL Messenger. You've got mail. Oh my God. Oh my God. MySpace. Listen, can I just say something? When MySpace was rocking, it was awesome. I loved MySpace. Everybody was on MySpace. You could customize your profile, put music on it. It was awesome. And then they messed it all up. MySpace was great until they messed it all up. MySpace was YouTube before YouTube was YouTube. I met good people on MySpace. And what was that? What was Tom? Tom was everybody's friend on MySpace. Tom was your first friend on MySpace. Oh, Tom was everybody's friend. He was like the social butterfly. You have one friend, and it's Tom. I'm not knocking AOL. I'm just saying that's AOL is that was the original. Tom is now living his best life. I bet he is. Booger, what? I'm looking at you. What are you doing? You are not going to go outside and bother the roommate's cat. It is far too late, you rascal. Booger's been family. Hi, girl. Come here. Hey. Hi. What are you doing? What? Hey. Booger. You want to come here? Come here. Oh my God. You've gotten so big. Come here. There you go. This is Booger. Hi, big pretty girl. Say hi. As I'm sitting here petting her, I'm getting sparked from the static. Sparky, he is back in Cali with a neighbor and very happy. Sparky was very hyperactive, and the neighbor wanted to take him in, take care of him because Sparky didn't want to behave with me. So he's very well taken care of. What are you doing? What? You don't want up here, but yet you're talking to me. Can I help you? Oh, I know what you're doing. You want to play with this. No, ma'am, you're not going to eat the rubber bands. My cat likes to play with hair ties and rubber bands. Like I could buy her a million cat toys. She loves rubber bands and she loves hair ties. You want to know why? Because with the rubber bands, you know what she does? She lays on her side. She'll take this part of the rubber band and she'll hook it around her back foot. And then she'll grab this part with her mouth and she'll stretch it and just sit there and play with it. What? What? No. No, you can't eat that. Give me that. No. It is a cat thing. She just likes to mess around with things. Rubber bands are not snacks. I actually have given her some catnip before. She had like a little catnip ball that she did play with that one day, repeatedly. I don't know where she put it in the room. Do I have a hair tie around here? Or did she? Where's your mouse? Where is it? It was on the bed. Where'd you put it? Trilling at me. What? Where's mouse? All right, enough with that. Let's go on to Mr. Pete's. She loves hair ties. Paintbrush for a tail. Aw. How cute. She's a pretty girl. What do you want? You're trying to get me to go to bed. It ain't going to happen. I'm not ready to go to sleep. She's giving me the cat stare. All of you pet owners, you know what I'm talking about. When your cat or your dog or your pet is ready to go to bed, they will come up to you. They will sit down and will stare at you. I'm getting the stare. Like you're being summoned to bed. I'm not ready to go to bed yet. Not going to happen. Not happening. You ever seen a cat with polydactylia? Is that when they have 6 toes? You want to see something really cool? If you ever make your way down to Key West, there's the Hemingway house where there's lots of cats with the extra toes there. It's a thing there. So I don't know if you're ever in the area, but if you ever get down to Key West, go to the Hemingway house and there's all kinds of cats there with the extra toes. Oh, hello. Hi. Can I help you? See, I'm being summoned to bed. What do you, can I help you? Ogre. No, she's not zooming. She was zooming earlier. Right now she's just, watch. She's perching on my shoulder. Give her a minute and she'll curl up like a baby in my arms. What do you want? Ogre. Pets are like 3-year-olds that never grow up. Watch. Here she goes. Ogre. Here we go. Here we are. Eat the baby. Okay, just give me a minute to baby her for a minute. We do this several times a day. Eat baby. Eh? Eat baby. She's my pretty girl. She's pretty. Look at your little nose. We're doing a palate cleanser. I gotta stop and give her some pets because if I try to put her down right now, she'll get right back up here. She's a spoiled baby. She's just a spoiled baby. You see, Foodie, this is how a cat should live. Spoiled, rotten, loved, so loved. taken care of, all the food they want, all the clean water they can drink down, clean litter, all that.
And even get toys. Yes. Even get toys.
And would 9 years old be considered a senior cat, or is that cat like in the middle of the street? Is 9 would that still be considered a senior cat?
Well, then she's a senior cat. Then you're just an old girl.
And look at her; she's a big old
fluffy thing.
Ten would be a senior.
But you're almost old. That's okay. I'll be old with you. I'm okay with that.
And she's very healthy. She's well taken care of.
Aren't you? Yes. You're just a big old girl.
Look at that little chin. Chin scritches. She behaves just like a baby. Somebody forgot to tell her that she's not a kitten anymore.
Ain't that girl?
I'm trying to get her all in the shot, but the camera is too high up. Oh, nice, Nightly. This is what we do several times a day. I'll get up out of bed, and as soon as I sit down, this is what we're doing. She figured out that when I get out of bed, I'm nice and warm, and she wants to take advantage of that body heat before it goes away. It's like, oh, Mom, you feel like a big old heater.
Aw. What was that? What are you doing? What were you doing? Walker.
Are you putting your paw up or something? And then later on, after I turn the camera off, when I get into bed, she'll lay on my chest for about 10 minutes. And then she wants me to tuck her in. She will get under the covers with me for about 10 more minutes. And then she'll get on top of the covers and go to sleep. Hi, Kaya. We got some cool people here in the chat tonight, and I want to thank you all for coming here. Like we got Gary. I love seeing Harley on camera. She's so that face. I love that face. And Kaya, I love your dogs too. And I have to say, I'm especially a fan of Beatrice. It's something about the ears. I'm a Beatrice fan. Thank you, Amanda, for the super chat. Wanted to send some love to your booger. Aw, I will. Beatrice's Bay. Like all of the Kaya's dogs are awesome, and yours too, Gary. Like I said, I love Harley. I love seeing her on camera. Boxers have such expressive faces. Okay, you want to get down? I got to do this reading. That was a kitty break. She wants love. I'm going to give her love, and we'll go back to it. In the pillows. You know what? I needed a kitty break. It's it helps to ground me a little bit. It's relaxing. know what blows my mind? You know, just the thought that just occurred to me, the thought that just entered my mind. You got someone like Foodie who said that the reaction community were all a bunch of haters. But isn't it something that this community is full of people, reactors, viewers, that we take damn good care of our pets, don't we? We love them like our children. And there's Foodie over there making as much money as she does, and she's a crappy owner. We spoil our babies rotten, but we're horrible people. We're horrible people. We suck. We just walk away now. We suck. I haven't seen one reactor yet with a neglected pet. Nope. I've seen a bunch of you with spoiled, rotten pets that are gorgeous. That's what I've seen. You guys just saw my booger cat. She's spoiled, rotten. Then there's Harley, Gary's dog. And there's Sugar Bear and Beatrice. And do you have another dog? Kaya, forgive me if you've got more than two. But I know her dogs are spoiled, rotten. FFG spoiled her dogs. She spoils all of hers. We're hateful people. But yet, when it comes to our animals, we give them everything they want. Arlo. What? An unhealthy relationship with your pets? Is there such a thing? I've never heard of that before. What is the unhealthy relationship? Simon. Oh, that's right. Simon. I'm sorry. I forgot about Simon. Hey, Kaya. I got to tell you. Look, you know I do the ambiance videos, girl. I remember once going into your stream and one of your dogs was peacefully snoring. That is so relaxing. After I heard that, I kept coming back into your stream hoping I could hear that again. You should do like an ASMR video with that. You know, dogs peacefully snoring. It's very ASMR-ish. Natural ASMR. You gotta put them up, Kaya. Believe me, they'd be more popular than you think. You'd be like, really? People are tuning into this video to listen to my pet snore? Yeah, they would. All right, we're doing one on Mr. Peace. So how long have you been here, Kaya? Do I need to catch you up on everything? I can do it briefly. Give you like a little summary of maybe what you've missed. Aw. Shaping your nails, very nice. She does not know love. No, she doesn't. How would somebody who's selfish understand something where you can't be selfish? Where it's all about just giving because you want to give versus giving and expecting something back. And angry if you don't get anything back. All right, so we're going to do one on Mr. Pete's. She knows she's wrong and she don't care. And so those of you that have been here for a minute, you know what's going to happen. For those of you just walking in a nutshell, Foodie is thinking that when she goes to Kuwait to be with Salah, it's going to be just one big walk in paradise. She's going to be miserable. And she honestly thinks that she can maintain contact with Natter and also be with Salah. She's going to be just going back and forth between the both of them. And it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And Salah's going to be over there, you know, wanting to control all the money, wanting to control Foodie. And he's going to be playing tug of war with Natter. Foodie has not let go of Natter. She wants her cake and eating it too. She wants this decent looking younger guy, but yet it's Natter that she can be herself with. But her ego needs Salah. Because by being around Salah, she thinks that that adds worth to her. If that makes sense. Like, oh, I am everything that I am, and I've got this younger guy, so that means I'm worth more. That I must be more attractive or more smart or something. Now, he is all about the money. My reading showed that. He is all about the money, Kaya. 4 pentacles. Pentacle on top of his head, holding on to a pentacle here, stepping, and also stepping on 2 pentacles. He is all about that money. Yes, ma'am. And the Tower card kept coming up, and the Judgment card, and the Devil card. It's going to be a whole mess. Girl, get your popcorn now. Go directly to the store, stock up on popcorn, get your drinks. It's about to kick off. Stock up. Stock up. It's about to get busy. You know, Salah, he's about to open that Pandora's box known as Foodie Beauty, thinking it's going to be full of treasure inside. The little bit of treasure there might be there, it comes at a cost. He's going to find out. It's going to be a lot to deal with. He's not going to be able to do it. It's going to be too much for him. Too much. All right, we're going to do one on Pete's. Let me focus for a minute. Okay. Huh. Well, the first card that I got for Pete's is the Moon card. And because it's the Moon card, I needed more context because I'm just... Then this card came up directly after that, the World card. Pizza's feeling really lost over there. He doesn't know what to do. Like he has no sense of direction. And the whole world is just opened up in front of him and he doesn't want to make a move. The word that comes to mind is he's in the dark. Like this move has to happen, but he's going to be just staying in his comfort zone and clinging to it until somebody forces him out of it. It's going to be one of those very last second things. Yeah, he is resenting it, but he's made that safe space in his room. He's comfortable there, and he doesn't want to let go of it. Like he's going to hold on to it for as long as he can. It's going to be one of those things where they're literally going to almost have to kick him out. Like he's just holding off with it. And he is, I think he is terrified. It's just, he's stubborn, is Pete. He's stubborn. I don't think mentally he just wants to accept that things are different now. That Foodie is almost gone. That the free ride is over. And he has to get out and make things on his own. He is just still like, he's avoidance. That's the word I'm looking for, avoidance. He's avoiding the change. He's avoiding doing things for himself. Yeah, I'm sure he's terrified, but it's like, this has to happen. It has to. I'm also getting a sense that he doesn't want to leave. I'm getting a sad feeling. He doesn't want to leave because there's a part of him that hopes that Foodie will come back and live with him. Like he just doesn't want to let that go. Like there's a part of him here that really cares about her and just does not want to let her go. She's ready to go, but he's not ready to let her go. So I think that by him staying in the villa, that's his way of holding on to her and the time they spent together, and he just does not want to move away from that. Yeah, the world is just opening up to him, and change is right there in his face. It's right there in his face. It's just, he's scared. He is scared because he doesn't know which way to turn. Like he doesn't know which path is successful, which one's going to be a failure, but he knows whatever path he chooses, nobody's going to save him. So he is just like looking out in front of him going, what door do I walk through? Like, I can't make a wrong move, but he doesn't know what the right moves are, and he doesn't want to find out. But you've got the Wheel of Fortune. The world is saying you can do whatever you want. Like the winds of change are all around him. This too. Death does not mean physical death. Death is the end of something, the start of something. It could be rebirth. So isn't it funny that the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card are opposite each other? You know, like he's trying to avoid change. He is digging in his heels and saying, like, I don't want to change. I don't want to leave. But he has to. He has to. Like, I think, like, he honestly thought the YouTube thing would save him. Like, he would make enough money on YouTube to where he wouldn't have to go out into the world and deal with people. Like, this is how he sees himself. Like, the whole YouTube thing is going to be so plentiful that he just does not have to work. That's another reason why he wants to stay at the villa, is that he's still holding on to this hope that the whole YouTube thing is going to pan out. That will be his living, and he'll make good money every month, and he won't have to work. He's fighting them. That comfort zone has become a toxic place for him. He just does not want to get out of it. You know, he's sheltering himself. He's basically put himself in a corner. You know, you've got the man behind saying, come on, let's go. Trying to get him to go somewhere, and he's got the swords in front saying, nope, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm going to block myself in. I'm happy in my corner. Leave me alone. He blocked himself in. Let's see. And he's very unhappy because he knows his world is being shook up. Like, he was very, very comfortable and very happy with Chantal taking care of all the heavy lifting and taking care of all the responsibilities. He got really used to that. That's what lured him into the comfort zone to start with. He just got used to saying, you take care of this. I don't want to. And it just created a very toxic routine for him. The end card is interesting because you got the Four of Cups. So I see that he's going to be in a position where he could take jobs, he could make money. Like, the opportunities are going to be there. It's just that he's being stubborn. He's being Mr. Finicky. Well, I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with people. So as far as him making money, he could make money. It's just that he's being Mr. Picky over there. There's going to be no job good enough or perfect enough for him to take. You know? Like, he's always going to find something wrong with whatever the job is. It's something about it's never going to be right. And he's going to use that as an excuse to live off other people. Like, oh, they're jobs, but they're not right for me for this reason or that reason. He's not willing to pick something and just go with it and find something else later. So the door is opening to Pete's. He just don't want to walk out of it. He wants to stay right where he's at, in his own little space, with his stuff. There's a part of him, it's so, the feeling I get is so sad. He is just, he just wants Foodie to not leave. He wants to stay there just in case she wants to come back. He's really, really holding on to that hope, even though there's no hope anymore. And the sense that I'm getting right now is they were in a relationship, and even though they stopped being in a serious relationship, they've always had a relationship, and he lived with her because that was the closest thing to being back in the serious relationship that he could get out of her. So he accepted that. And now it's all over. And he does not want, mentally, he doesn't want to accept that Foodie's done with him, that she's moved on to another man and his time with her is done. Emotionally, he has not moved on. He's still stuck in the past. He had 4 months rent offered at one point, and he didn't take it. I mean, wait a second, I'm confused. 4 months rent for the villa or 4 months rent for whatever new place he was going into? Because honestly, he doesn't need a 2-bedroom place for himself. He doesn't need that big old house. He'd be happy with just a room. You think new? Yeah, but here's the kicker. With all the damages to that villa, he's going to be on the hook for all of them. There are probably thousands of dollars in damages to that villa. He doesn't know it yet. He'll find out. So we did one on Pete's, we did one on Foodie and Salah. Anybody else? Hello, Travis. Dede. Can y'all give me like just 2 minutes? I have to use the ladies' room. Then I'll continue the reading. I don't want to be rude and just run off and like, where did she go? I need to use the ladies' room. I will be back. Feel free to take your own break. Get a snack, that sort of thing. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that's my booger. Booger? Hi. See, the person that's my roommate, he's got 2 female cats. This one acts like a sentry every time I open the door. He's like, that's my mama. Her relationship with Islam. Ooh, that's religious. Do I really need to do a card reading on that though? I mean, because look, she took the Shahada. She wears the hijab. She's wearing the abaya. Yet even after taking the Shahada, she curses. She's gossiping. She's overeating, which is considered haram. today she was rage eating and she was eating food from McDonald's, and that's not halal. I don't think she has any respect for that faith. Why is she using it? Do you want my opinion? I can give you my opinion. Just my thoughts. I think that Foodie, she likes to use different things as shields so that nobody can call her out for her bad behavior. She uses those shields to avoid consequence, such as the fact that she's super morbidly obese. She uses that as a shield, saying fat phobia, fat shaming. And her putting on the hijab and putting on the abaya. Other people wear those things respectfully and are Muslim and they're very respectful with that. She puts on the hijab, puts on the abaya to use that as sort of a shield for her bad behavior. Because if anybody says anything to her, she can say Islamophobia. You're being hateful to me. Although there are lots of wonderful Muslim people in the world that they are not hateful, they don't gossip, they don't sit there and curse like Foodie. She makes up her own rules as she goes. But she thinks that by dressing a certain way and pretending to be part of a faith that she really doesn't believe in, that's going to protect her somehow. That's my opinion. Here, I'm going to give you guys a fact that's sad but true about Foodie. So YouTube has rules now, stricter rules about monetization. And the way it is now, if you are a reactor, you do a video, you do a live stream, YouTube is so strict now that if there's any kind of cursing, any bad words within like 10, 15 seconds or a minute or something, boom, you get the yellow sign, the yellow dollar sign, or they demonetize the video or the live stream altogether. Foodie is supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman. She took her shahada, and yet she's got such a dirty mouth that I actually had to make a long intro and play the intro and play stuff on Twitter just so I would make sure that I could get past that amount of time before she opens up her foul mouth. Because the moment she opens up her mouth, the F word's going to come out. Now, I'm not even kidding. I make sure to play the intro first before Foodie and play stuff on Twitter, you know, not necessarily to make the video longer for more Google AdSense, but just to make sure that I get enough stuff in before she opens up her foul mouth and she starts dropping the F-bombs. Because she gets mad that's exactly what you're going to hear. F this and F that and blah, blah, blah. So for those people who are like, why are your intros so long? Because of Foodie and her dirty mouth. I want to get my videos monetized, but the moment she starts dropping the F-bombs, it's over. She messes me all up over here. How does she make money? They have to demonetize her. I wish that YouTube had a built-in feature for videos and live streams that, let's just say you do a video or you're reacting to somebody. I wish there was like a little feature you could turn on that if they're dropping an F-bomb or something naughty, it automatically just bleeps it out. That would be fantastic. Well, thank you, Andy. And you know what would be really funny? If the censoring sound was bloop. Bloop. Every time she curse, you just hear bloop. She'd watch somebody's react video and hear bloop all the time. It would drive her nuts. Bloop. Instead of bleep, it's now bloop. Bleep is so 1980s. Now we have bloop. Bloop sauce. Are we going back to that again nightly? Is that what we're doing? I see what you're up to. I see what you're up to. We didn't go over that enough. Do I have to take my glasses off? Do I have to pull them down? See, because pulling the glasses down is a warning. Taking them off is a problem. I'm just letting you know. If I look at you like this, that's a warning. But if I take them off, well, you'll see. People that wear glasses, when we look at you over the top of our glasses, that's our silent way. That is our interpretation of, well, aren't you precious? Aren't you adorable? Well, bless your little heart. So who else are we doing readings on tonight? We did Salah, did Foodie and Salah. Oh, Dede, that's right. We didn't do Dede yet. I don't think I did one on Natter either. Did I do one on Natter? Ugh, Dede. Hey, Dede, you said you loved it the most. Do you love it the most now? Judging by your pictures, girl, it don't look like you do. Do we have to? We don't have to. Smee. You know, I'm going to be honest. Like, Shmi is Chantal's mom. And I don't like to go after people's family. Like, I know this sounds weird, but Mrs. Thoreau is not on YouTube. She's not making videos. So I'd rather stick to people who are reactors. If that's okay. I'm not trying to be rude. I mean, if she stepped up to the plate and she did a video and she reacted, then it'd be a different story. Game on. But she's not here on YouTube with us. Now, Dede put herself on YouTube. Fair game. Fair game. She's here. She made herself known. She's running her mouth. We'll do one on her. By the way, anybody watch Natter's live tonight? Because if you have, I have a question. I just have a question. Just a simple question. Was there hot sauce in the kitchen? That's all I'm asking. That's all I want to know. I'm interested. Was there hot sauce in the kitchen? What? Look, this is my channel. I'm allowed to start anything I want. You're not the boss of me, and that's just the rules I made up. And I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. So there was hot sauce in the kitchen. Was it green or red? Never mind. I don't want to know. I'm sorry I asked that. Sorry. Both green and red. Never mind. What is green and red mixed together? You know what? I'm sorry I asked that too. Is that purple? Brown. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Too easy. Too easy. I'll leave it alone. I'll behave. I'll behave for a minute. That's all you get. You know, maybe Foodie can get a sriracha sponsorship. I'm just saying. You know, she could contact the back scratcher company, get a sponsorship there, and get a sponsorship from sriracha and have all of her needs covered. Back scratchers. I mean, right at this very minute, she should be reaching out to toilet paper companies because she needs some toilet paper. I mean, they could sponsor her and set her up real good. My girl's out the toilet paper over there. Situation's getting serious. I'm stopping. This live stream is monetized, so I got to be careful. I'm just going to bring this up because all of you have done this to me tonight and you deserve this. So when Chantal did the live stream ones with the back scratcher, Chantal said something to Pete about picking up the back scratcher or using it. And he said, no, I know where that's been. Okay. Like, you listen, you gave me that mental picture earlier. Now I'm giving you one back. I never told you what to think. I never told you where to go in your head, you dirty perverts. See, right now you're imagining stuff that I tell you what to imagine. No, your mind just automatically went there, you weirdos. Yeah, exactly. Think about your back. It was the back. It was the back, really. Okay, so we're going to do one on Dede. Miss, I need my tea. I got to take a bath. Let me go to sleep, Natter. Oh my God, I didn't even try to sound like Dede, and I did. This is so sad. When you sound like somebody, you're not even trying. Oh no, Nightly? Nightly. We're going to have a talk. You. You can stop. You can stop forever. Hey, no. Don't do that. It's not a scratching post, booger. Diss track. Booger. Yes, I know it's my bedtime, booger. I'm not ready to go to bed yet. We're going to do one last thing on Miss Dede. She's pawing at me right now to go to bed. Yes. I'm getting the stare. Help me, y'all. My cat's giving me the stare. She's demanding that I go to sleep. 5 more minutes, Mom. Just 5 more minutes. Let me watch TV. 5 more minutes. Look. Do you see this? Look. Look. Bugger. Bugger. Oh, now you're on camera. You don't want to do anything. I did it. You could not stop. I know what everybody wants to know, Kaya. So we're going to know. I'm telling you, Kaya, with the readings that I've done tonight, when is Foodie leaving? The end of the month, right? You can relax until then. It's after she leaves and she arrives there. A day or two before she arrives, stack up on your snacks, your coffee, whatever you need. Get the dogs their treats and their food because it's gonna get wild. She's gonna be so angry. He's gonna be so controlling. It's gonna be a mess. At first, she's going to be happy. I'm so happy to be in Kuwait with Salah, blah, blah, blah. And then the new car smell is going to fade away. And then she's going to get bored. And then she's going to get angry. And then she's going to rage. Like the life that she thought she always wanted, when she gets it, she's no longer going to want it. New car smell. She's obsessed with the new car smell. You're not sorry. Don't apologize unless you really mean it. What's floppy? What? What did I miss? For the naughty swear jar. I didn't swear. I'm trying not to swear. I have a weird feeling things are going to be different this time. Salah is coming for the money. Well, Kaya, I think with Foodie giving up her home and the cats and Pete's, You know, she's got nothing back in Canada. He's going to have her exactly where he wants her. And knowing that, he's going to take full advantage. He's going to take control of her finances. The cards were telling me earlier that he's going to be like trying to get her to do all kinds of different things, just trying to find something that makes money, as many things as possible, because he wants to be king of the world and he wants her to pay for it. So he's going to be working her. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, she's going to be Miss I want to have my cake and eat it too with Salah, because he's younger and he's there for her ego. You know, and she's an arc. She's got to satisfy her ego. On the other side is Natter. She's never going to let go of Natter. She hasn't let go of him. In one of the rage streams she did today, she was wearing the heart necklace. She's never let go of him. So she's going to be trying to manage both men, sending money to Natter, giving money to Salah, trying to keep it a secret for a while, and then it's going to blow up. Because she's been like, I want both. She's, you know, going to be between both, because she's going to want to see them fight over her, but also it's a fail safe, because if something doesn't work out with one, there's always the other. So imagine that you're about ready to move to Kuwait to be with a guy, and you're wearing a necklace that reminds you of a guy you were once with, that you're still talking to. That was Grandma's necklace. I don't know whose necklace it is, Kaya, but still, it's like she's someone that she's claimed that this person, Natter, hurt her severely. So if somebody hurt you severely, why would you wear anything that reminds you of that person, when that's going to trigger a memory or a thought or a feeling that is uncomfortable or painful? Why would you do that to yourself? If they really hurt you, why would you want contact with anything that is causing you pain or has caused you pain, that brings you mentally back or emotionally back to a time that was not nice? I mean, if you've been hurt by somebody, you're not going to go to the places that remind you of that person. You're not going to speak their name. You're not going to be around them. You're not going to pay attention to them on YouTube. You want to stay as far away as possible. This one is silver. Still, it's like it looks really close to the heart necklace that she was wearing with Natter. Like, why would you do that? And if there was nothing bad about it, why does she work so hard to cover it up to where nobody can really see it? Like she's hiding it for a reason. Like she's not wearing it out in the open where you can see it. It's hidden. Like, why are you hiding it? There's nothing bad about a necklace, is there? Why are you hiding it? She ripped the first one off and came up with another one that looked almost the same and said it was Grandma's, but some found it on Amazon. That sounds like something Chantal would do, buy necklace off of Amazon. I'm going to make a big show of ripping this necklace off, but then buy another one. I'm doing this for content. I'm doing it for the views. Look at me. I'm breaking up with Natter. No, I'm not. I'll get another necklace. I don't care. All right, so we're going to do one on Miss Foodie and find out where her head is at. torn it off. All right, let me just focus on Dede for a minute. I'm going to put all the cards down. This looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. Oh. Okay. All right, Dede. Okay, so let me just split these up. Okay, so the first card for Dede is the Two of Wands. She's very unsure about what's going to happen with Natter. I think it has something to do with the court case. Like her future with Natter is uncertain. I think she's had those thoughts of what's going to happen if he goes to jail, what's going to happen if he doesn't go to jail. I mean, she's had those wandering thoughts of going places, doing things like what will my life be without him? She's had those wandering thoughts. Then you've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I'm doing the Celtic spread. So Natter, he's just the drama and the negativity that Natter keeps himself involved with, that he thrives off of, it's wearing on her. Like the weight is just so heavy for Dede. Like there's just too many battles going on. It's just wearing on her. Like she's so eager to rush into battle to defend her man and fight by his side, but doing that is coming with a cost. It's exhausting for her. Like she wants to prove herself to him and a loyalty, and I'm going to fight by your side, but it's tiring for her. Like people like Foodie and Natter, they feed off of negativity. And Dede likes the attention, but I don't think she feeds off that energy the same way they do. Like she's, okay, let me just compare it this way. I think that Natter and Chantal, when it comes to negative energy, they are like sponges. And Dede is like a mirror. Like you throw it at her, she'll just reflect it back. But Chantal and Natter, they soak it in. They want it. They soak it in. It nourishes them in a way. But Dede, she's not nourished the same way. Does that make sense? Like some people, they thrive off of negative energy. And some people just reflect it back. They don't soak it in, they just reflect it back. That's the best way I can explain it. Chantal and Natter, anybody in here, I don't know how old you guys are. Anybody ever grow up in the 80s and watch wrestling on TV? Anybody here a wrestling fan? WWE, WCW? Because I grew up in that era in wrestling with Dusty Rhodes and Harley Race and the Four Horsemen and Generation X and all that. See, I grew up watching wrestling when I was young. That was just what was on TV. Okay, for those of you that have never watched wrestling, you know, guys get in the ring and fight each other. Uh, there were two types, there were two classes of the wrestlers. You have the good guys, which are the baby faces, and then you have the bad guys, which are called the heels. You know, the good guys would come through the crowd and people would cheer for them. And then you got the bad guys that walk through the crowd and they get booed and hissed and people saying things to them. So why am I bringing this up? Well, because Natter and Chantal, they are essentially heels. They walk through the crowd and they get booed and hissed and they love it. They love it. They want that negative attention. They want people to have that reaction. They feed off of that. Chantal has always embraced the role of the heel. She doesn't want to be positive Patty. She wants to be negative Nancy that everybody boos at. She works hard at that. So she's walking to the crowd, you're throwing the tomatoes at her. Boo, Chantal, boo. She wants you to. Same thing with Natter. Dede, you know, she's with Natter, but she can't soak that energy in. She'll reflect it back. She'll stand by her man, but she doesn't feed off it the same way. So just explaining that. Why it's affecting her in a different way than it affects Natter and Foodie. They're narcs. They feed off the negative attention, and it's different for her. Right. Wrestling is like a soap opera for guys. Right. You pretty much got that. Good analogy. Okay, so what do we got here? So what was this card? Okay. You get the Five of Pentacles, money troubles, a lot of hardship. Like her life has not been easy since she hooked up with Natter. And they're going to go through a lot more. Like without Chantal around, this is what's going on. That's why you see Natter looking up towards the pentacles. Who do you think the pentacles are? Like this is Natter looking up to Chantal like, hey, come rescue me. Send me some money. You know, Dede's just there to provide a place to live, but he depends on Chantal to live. Pawn shop Patty. Oh God. Guess which card is just showing up in the reading? Really? Sit there and shuffle for like 10 minutes and this happens again? Look, you guys sat there and watched me shuffle the cards up. I sat there for 10, like taking my time shuffling them, breaking them up, shuffling back together. This card just does not want to leave me alone tonight. Like being around Natter is literally making her sick. Literally making her sick. The first word that comes to my mind is addiction. She's going down the tubes fast. Like he is literally wearing her out. No, this is for Dede. This is not for Chantal. This is for Dede. This is Dede's reading, not Foodie's. So they're over there barely hanging on. The only time they get a lot of food or a lot of anything is because Foodie sends Natter money. Hence why Natter doesn't want to let go of Foodie, because he knows without her, they're in deep trouble. So he's going to be over there whispering in her ear, saying whatever it is he has to say to keep her from completely cutting him off. And you got the strength card. This would normally be a good card, but the feeling I get off this card is this is her appeasing Natter. Whatever you say, Natter, like doing what she has to do to keep him from flipping out. You know, playing up to his ego, just making sure he doesn't blow a gasket. Get the Knight of Pentacles. And the last two cards, Justice is blind. This is the last card. The feeling I get off of this one is that she's going to be really thinking about walking away from the whole mess. Like she might reach a point mentally, emotionally, where she's just sick of it and saying, screw it, I can't take anymore. She's going to have that thought in her head. She's going to reach her breaking point, and she's going to have that moment where she just thinks, I can't do this anymore. I'm walking away. She needs to her for her health. But she's whatever it is that they're doing over there, like she's on that real bad. Like she just needs to unstick herself from Natter. He's not good. He's like Foodie. Anybody he gets near is made worse. Hence why he and Foodie are made for each other. The minor tarot cards, the higher the number, the worse it gets. You know, as far as the tarot, it's not about the number of the card. It's the reading itself and the feeling you get off the card and how the card is placed and the other cards around it, because the meanings can change all the time. I liken it to, if you pick up a comic book, right? And you see the pictures all laid out, they form a story. So you look at the different cards, and it's like looking at different pieces in a comic book. And pretty much just reading the story that the cards are telling you. And the story could be, you can read the same card, two different readings, and have different readings on both. Right. So now y'all know where Dede's at, where Natter is at, where the things are about to get spicy all the way around. Not a whole lot of excitement going on with Dede and Natter. It's going to be just, you know, same old, same old. Foodie's going to be going to Kuwait in about a week. So we're not going to get any pop-up surprises of her showing up at Dede and Natter's house and, oh, there's this big to-do. No, she's going to be leaving in about a week. All the main spice is going to be on Chantal's side. Natter and Dede are going to be, they're basically going to be boring. You know, as it is, Dede and Natter are struggling to stay relevant and interesting as is. They're not doing a very good job. Yeah. You know what? You could be broke and interesting. It's just that they're broke and boring. Bad combination for YouTube. Being broke isn't a sin. Being boring is a sin on YouTube. You're supposed to entertain people. You could not have a penny in your pocket and be the most interesting person in the world and make people laugh. Natter practically had a channel handed to him, an audience handed to him, and he did not do what he could have done and taken that and run with it and made a crap ton of money by making really great, interesting content, but he just got lazy. He became too reliant on Foodie, and now he's picked up a lot of her bad habits, and he's not broken out of them. Natter brings people to Chantal's channel, and Salah makes people leave. Well, that's going to be part of the back and forth. I think Chantal's going to go to Kuwait, and a lot of people have already said they're not going to watch her in Kuwait. It's boring. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do. No shade or disrespect on anybody who lives in Kuwait, but there are restrictions there. Like, if you're a YouTuber and you're trying to make interesting content, what can you do? She likes to film everybody. She likes to go everywhere, right? So how can you do that in a respectful way where you're not breaking the law? Is she going to film every fast food restaurant in Kuwait until there's none left? She's going to do mukbangs for the rest of her life? That's going to get old real quick. She owns the condo. I thought it was Dede's mom that owns the condo, not Dede. I thought it was Dede's mom that owned the condo, not Dede. Or is it Dede that owns it, Kaya? It's Dede's. It's her condo, but then she's got a loser running around her house saying it's his house. Okay. And you let him get away with that? You don't toss him out? I'd be fixing that boy real quick. Hello, Rebel. And her situation is so complicated. Not many things to do in Kuwait but eat. And I got a question. Foodie was over there talking about she's going to travel. With what money? With what money is she going to travel? Like, I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything, but let's think about this for a second. For her to go on an airplane, she has to buy 2 seats. Then if Salah is traveling with her, that's an extra seat. So basically 3 seats. That's very expensive. Plus hotel accommodations wherever you're going, plus food for both people. That's pricey. And she wants to go to exclusive areas like the mall. Is it Maldives? Maldives? Where's this money coming from? I will try to do more lives. I was going to do the tarot reading like 2 days ago, but then everything blew up with Foodie. And then everybody was going live, and I'm like, well, I'll wait. I'll wait my turn. Everybody's trying to cover the Foodie stuff. I'll wait. I don't care. I don't mind. I can wait. You keep playing it over and over. Keep playing what? Huh? I'm so cute. There's people talking in the chat. I'm like, what? I'm so confused. And this is so sad. I'm the creator and I'm confused with my own chat. You're trying to create that signature. Huh? Wait, what? Okay, Whiplash, take care. Dove Kitty, I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay. Eric Sanchez, can you please tell me who you're addressing? Because you're talking to somebody and I'm not quite sure who you're addressing your comments to. Are you talking to somebody in particular? Is there somebody you're addressing and they're just not understanding? Because I'm not understanding. He's talking to me. Well, he can't be talking to me because he didn't say my name. That's why listen, I'm not a jerk. So that's why I'm addressing this person directly saying, can you please explain to me who you're speaking to? I would like to say this because I got a feeling. Okay, you know what, Eric? Hold on, y'all. Eric, listen, I'm not a jerk. This is my chat. I'm here to do tarot readings. I did my tarot readings. We've had a good night. No trolls in here. Everything was cool. Everything was chill. And it sounds like you're a troll. It sounds like you might be a troll, sir. Or you're trying to make a little bit of trouble. That's not cool. Maybe, something ain't right there. But people in my chat are confused. Talking about his gift. What gift? All I see was a chokehold. I'm like, are we talking about wrestling? It sounds like somebody's talking about wrestling. Grab him from the back and put him in a headlock. It sounds like a wrestling move. Sounds like we're talking about WWE up in here. I guess so. All right, you know what, guys? It's been a lovely chat, and I'm sorry it took so long to do a tarot reading. I will be more often with them, but I just thought this would be a great time to do it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the live chat with me, and I enjoyed being here with all of you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful night. Okay. And thank you for being a channel member, Bobby Patrick. I appreciate it. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you all for coming by. Bye.